Hi, my name is Bo and I'm a local yoga teacher. I'm here today to talk to you about stress, particularly what is the meaning of stress. But first, we're going to start with a little tension releasing breathing exercise. This is called joy breath. Joy breath awakens your body, increases your oxygen level, and helps relieve tension. We'll go slowly for the first two so you can learn the pattern, and then we'll speed things up for a final three. So standing. Stand up to begin. Your feet pretty wide, knees slightly bent. Follow an inhale, raise your arms overhead. Exhale, lower your arms to your chest. Big inhale, open your arms wide. Exhale back to the center. Now here's the release. Inhale to lift your arms high, bend your knees. Exhale, whoo, let it go. Rise up on an inhale. Exhale, your arms are forward. Inhale, open and wide, take a big breath. Back to center. Here's the release. Inhale up, bend your knees, let it go. Three more. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Big inhale, big release. In, out, in, out. Big in, big out. In, out, in, out. In, and that is called joy breath, or sometimes breath of joy. So again, I'm here to talk about stress. Is stress ever beneficial? Is it ever good? Stress is a feeling of physical or emotional tension. When your body experiences changes or challenges, which are also called stressors, your body produces physical, emotional, and mental responses. Your heart rate speeds up, so does your breathing. Your body releases a cascade of hormones preparing you for movement. This is natural and can be a very positive response. Imagine you're being chased by a tiger. Stress response prepares you to run. Stress is also experienced every time you learn something even a little difficult. So stress keeps you motivated. Stress is necessary for growth, but it becomes a problem when stressors continue without any period of relief. Yoga can help you regulate stress through breath work and mindful movement. So mindful movement can be any activity where you're really paying attention to what you're doing. In yoga, we connect the body and the breath. So your breathing, how you breathe, leads your poses, and that makes this a mindful activity. You're really turning the movement and the exercise into something that's your own. Right now we're going to start with a warm-up. This is called a sun salutation C. So, or a sun salutation 3. We're going to take it 3 times. Now I'm on a yoga mat, but you could be on any surface that isn't slippery. So find somewhere to stand and we'll get started. So your left leg is going to move first. From wherever you are, take a big inhale, reach your arms up above your head. This is salute pose. On an exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Plant your hands down to the ground and step your left foot back. You have a choice here, choice number 1. You can take a low lunge called dragon pose on your knee, or if you like, keep your knee lifted and take a crescent lunge. 1 breath here. Exhale, plant your hands back to the mat, and here's your next choice. You can step your right foot back to meet your left and you're in a plank, or lower your knees to the ground. Now, coming down to your belly for Cobra Pose. Lower your chest and then lift it up, drawing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, come back to the mat. Maybe let your forehead rest for a minute. Then curl your toes under, coming into downward facing dog. Bend your knees and then lift your hips as you straighten your legs. This is down dog. Take a breath. Then take your gaze up to your hands. Step your left foot forward again. High or low lunge. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, plant your hands. Now step your right foot to meet your left as you fold forward. Your knees can be softened or straight here. Take an inhale, do bend your knees and rise up back to salute pose. Now that was one half of one side. Now we're going to the other side. Exhale, fold forward, knees softened or straight, let your head be heavy. Plant your hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back, high or low lunge. Reach your arms high. Next choice, plant your hands down. Either come to a plank or a knee plank. Lower your chest down to the mat, then lift it up for Cobra, drawing your shoulder blades together. Lower back down, curl your toes under, bend your knees and lift your hips, down dog. Take a breath. Then step your right foot forward, high or low lunge. Reach your arms high. Plant your hands down to the mat. Step your left foot to meet your right, little fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees and sweep your arms, salute pose. That's one. We're going to have two more. Exhaling, fold forward, follow your breath. Planted your hands, step your left foot back, high or low lunge. Raise your arms up. Plant your hands and choose your plank, whether legs extended or on your knees, lower down to the ground. Cobra Pose, take an inhale, draw your shoulders back to lift your chest. Release back down to the mat. Curl your toes under, bend your knees and lift your hips, downward dog. Then look forward, take your left foot forward again toward the top, high or low lunge. Hands to the mat, your feet step together so you can fold. Bend your knees, rise to standing salute. Other side. Fold forward again. Step your right foot back, high or low. Maybe you take a low lunge in one direction and a high lunge in the other. Now your choice of plank, whether legs extended or on your knees, lower down to the ground. Cobra Pose, take an inhale to lift your chest and exhale to lower back down. Downward dog, toes curl, lift your hips. Then step your right foot forward again, high or low lunge, reaching your arms up. Hands plant, step your feet together in a little fold. Bend your knees, reach your arms high. One more time to each side. Fold forward. Step your left foot back, high or low. Sweep your arms up. If you like, they can always stay on the ground or to your hips. Your pose, your choice. Choose your plank. Lower to the ground. Lift your chest in Cobra Pose. Lower back down. Curl your toes for down dog. Bending your knees, lift your hips. Step your left foot forward again. High or low. Plant your hands and step your feet together for a little fold. Inhale, bend your knees, rise to standing. And finishing on the opposite side, fold forward. Step your right foot back, high or low. Arms lifted or not. Plant your hands and choose your plank. Inhale to lift your chest in Cobra. Exhale to curl your toes and lift your hips, Downward Dog. Look towards your hands, step your right foot forward, high or low lunge. Your hands plant and your feet step together for a small fold. Bend your knees to lift your chest, reaching your arms high in salute. Now coming into mountain pose. With your feet about the width of your hips, reach your arms down by your sides. Strong mountain pose. Going to step through a couple of different poses here. Your feet may not move too much, and that's okay. You can move them a lot if you like. Adjust your width, your stance, so you feel balanced and grounded. As you're ready, step your left foot long to the side for star pose, turning your toes outward. Reach your arms long, 5-pointed star. Stretching away your limbs, reach your fingers long. And then coming into Warrior Two. Bend your right knee with your toes facing away from your body. You might choose to straighten out your opposite foot. This is Warrior Two. Now we're coming into Reverse Warrior. Plant your left hand somewhere to your left leg. Reach your right arm high. Maybe you watch it as it rises. There's a little bend in your side, maybe a little arch in your back for Reverse Warrior, maybe. Then coming to extended side angle, taking your right elbow to your right knee, sweeping your left arm in front of your body, and maybe watching as it reaches up above your head. Nice long line from your left heel to your left fingertip. Now coming into triangle, reach your left arm high to the sky. Following inhale, straighten your legs. Reach your right hand somewhere toward your right leg. Maybe let it slide a little bit. This is triangle pose. And you can stay as upright or go as low as you like. Stay here one more breath and coming back to star. Again, reach your fingers high to the sky, let them pull you up. Make a big T with your arms and turn your toes out. Now you're back to star pose. We're going to take these same poses to the other side. Turning your left toes away from your body, coming into Warrior Two. Keeping your arms in a T, take a nice bend in your left knee. There's Warrior Two. Reversing your warrior, planting your right hand somewhere on your right leg and sweeping your left arm up to the sky. Maybe there's a little arch in your back, maybe a little bend in your side, maybe not, and that's okay. Every body is different. Now extended side angle, bringing your left elbow to meet your left knee. Sweep your right arm in front of your body, nice arc. Drawing your bicep towards your ear. Maybe your gaze follows your hand, maybe not. Maybe you want to look toward the ground, check out your foot. Or like me, wave at the camera. Now reach your right arm high, spark your fingers, let them pull you up to standing for triangle pose. Fingers wide. Reach your left arm away, away, away. Plant it somewhere On your left leg, reach your right arm high. And take your triangle as high or as low as suits your practice. Coming to standing again, reach your fingers high, let them pull you upright. Turn toes away, arms long, star pose. And back to where we began at mountain. Turning towards your right leg, step your feet together, arms reaching for the ground. Long breath in through your nose. Let it sigh away through your mouth. So there's the effort. Now it's time for some ease. I'm going to take a balance pose called tree. Tree is wonderful for grounding. When you feel a little stressed and choosing where to take this balance pose, that's a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of a stressor. And from stress, it can be beneficial because you grow, just like a tree. So pour your weight towards your left foot. This is going to be the foot that stays on the floor fully. Your right foot. Turn your knee away from your body. So your toes look like this. Now you have a couple of options. You're going to root through your toes. Really think about your toes having roots right into the ground to help you stay stable. Strengthen the muscles from your heel up to your hip. You might notice that your body shifts and you can get a little bit lighter on your right foot. So a couple of choices here. Make a little kickstand, drawing your heel in toward your opposite ankle. You can stay right here. If this is your tree today, that's perfect. If you'd like a little more of a balance challenge, a little stressor, maybe you choose to lift your foot and plant it somewhere on the trunk. Imagine this leg is your lowest branch. Here's your trunk, here's your lowest branch. Your lowest branch can be as high or as low as you like to make it. Maybe for a little extra balance challenge, you choose to grow some leaves. Now, as you're practicing, moving through this balance pose, no matter where your lowest branch is, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. You're a strong, stable, rooted tree. You are grounded. And when you feel ready, we'll practice to the opposite side. So releasing your tree branch to the ground, uproot your trunk, give it a little shake. Then pour your weight towards your right foot. Same thing, these toes are forward. Your left toes are facing away from your body. So you've got a little bend in your knee here. Grow your roots from your toes. Strengthen the muscles from your heel all the way up to your hip. So if you strengthen, you might notice that this hip tucks under the midline of your body. So instead of being over here, it shifts a little bit. And that causes your opposite leg to become a little shorter and float a little freer. So strength equals length. Choose your lowest branch. Toes and heel. This is a beautiful, grounded, solid tree. From here you can grow big branches or little branches. If you like, if you're feeling enthusiastic, adventurous, if you're up for a little bit of a challenge today, maybe you take your lowest branch to a different height. Maybe it's a possibility, and if not today, maybe another day. Maybe. We grow from challenges. Not all stress is bad. Stress without relief is what's damaging. Take time to breathe. In stressful situations, big inhale, bigger exhale. And let it go. Now, stepping your feet toes away from each other, coming into frog. So draw your heels and feet maybe a little wider than your shoulders. Big inhale in, reach your arms up high, leading with your tailbone. Exhale, bend your knees and sink your hips. Maybe you're a nice tall frog today. Maybe your frog is a little lower. Take a breath here. Inhale, reach your arms high, stand up. Exhale, sink back down into frog. Twice again, inhale, lift. Exhale, last frog, sink it down. Then plant your hands to the ground and come onto a seat. Stretch your legs long in front of you. Give them a little shake. Forward fold, reach your arms high above your head on an inhale. On an exhale, hinge right here from your hips. You simply draw your chest towards your legs. Let your head be heavy. Take a long breath. Your knees can be softened or straight. Take as much of a bend here in them as you like. And then inhale to sit upright and come to lying on your back. When you arrive on your back, bend your knees towards your chest. Give them a little squeeze, a little hug. And then on an exhale, let them drift over to the right side of your body. A little twist for your low back. Take another breath here, maybe teeing your arms, or placing them wherever feels natural. As you inhale, bring both knees back up towards your chest. And as you exhale, let them drift over to the left side of your body. They don't need to come all the way to the ground. Let them land wherever they like. You could always place a yoga block or a pillow or something under your knees if the twist doesn't feel nice in your body. Some days it doesn't. Again, it's your pose, so it's your choice. Follow an inhale to bring your knees back through center. Maybe give them another little hug. And then it's time for restoration. You can stay here on your back if you like, or maybe you choose to sit up for restoration. Exhaling through your mouth helps relieve tension. Think about how you feel after a nice long sigh. Let's take 3 deep breaths, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. And then we'll come to stillness, allowing your body to rest. Big inhale, number 1. Sigh it away. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today to help relieve stress. Remember, not all stress is negative. Some stress is positive and necessary. And when you feel stressed, take a deep breath in, sigh it away.